There we go. Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Fresh Tuesday. Beautiful day outside. Let's make some beautiful profits. Let me just get that browser source up quickly and then we'll start. Perfect. There we go. Cool. YouTube, good morning. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm sure you're all well. MFX members in the Zoom, hope you guys are good. For those that took advantage of yesterday's 30-minute sale, well done. And boys, I think we are ready to continue. We are approaching the last few days of August. Yeah, last few days of August, boys. Last few days of August. Let's see what we can reel in. We've got about 2 losses for the month with 1 break even and 11 wins. Let's see. Let's see what's up for today. Okay, first and foremost, just want to have a peek at the weekly, not to phase the weekly, straight to the daily. Right, if we look at what we are, oh, that's quite nice to see. That's quite nice to see. So, it is clear to me that, guys, we do have a solid resistance at 25.25. Right? We can clearly see that. How brilliant was that call yesterday, though? We literally called 2500 to the T and it whacked it. Yesterday was stunning. I think yesterday after I jumped off YouTube, our trade that we were doing with the MFX members actually continued to drive in our favor. And she pushed to about 33 pips, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So yesterday's trade was really beautiful. She whacked 33 pips. That was a beautiful, beautiful trade yesterday. So let's see what I have in store today. Yes. Okay, let's get straight into it. Cool. Looking at the daily, boys, you are approaching that level 25.25 with price just sizzling over there. Not going anywhere, just pretty much sitting there. So it's very clear to me that you are in the daily range right now. Ranges of 500 pips, which is quite crazy. More so the 250 mark, but definitely on that 500 pip mark, as price is popping through 24.75 all the way to 25.25. Now showing me some sort of reaction at that level, with price now starting to reject off of that area. However, just because it's rejecting there, just because it's in range, does not mean it is time to sell. We are overall bullish on the pair. We could literally continue to push higher and eventually break that all-time high once again of 25.31. Okay, so what I'm going to look at today right now is currently marking out that marking out the current daily high, and also then my current daily low. Because for me personally, if it's going to re-break the low, I'm going to anticipate that it can come down to the body of the previous, which is going to be 25.04, and possibly tap down to 2500. And on the contrary, if it re-breaks the highs, which is also the body of the previous, I anticipate price to drive back up to 25.25. Simple play today. Dropping down to that 4 hour, let's get our overall structure on the pair. Like I said, guys, even though we're at that daily resistance, doesn't mean it's sell time. So this is something that I really need to pay attention to where price is right now. There's 2 things that I want to note on this 4 hour, okay? First and foremost is creating a support. Secondly, it is actually in a range. Do you see that range there? So why I'm not too phased about that is because that literally just let's pull the zone out of this so I can show you guys what I'm seeing. So there we have liquidity right there. Okay, so what price does is it pops out of liquidity and immediately pulls us right back in that area, showing me that that is my resistance. Okay, at the flip of the 4 hour, I'm going to look for shorts down to the current daily lows in anticipation that will continue driving down, or the break of the highs when along to the quarter area. Today looks very simple. Looks very, very simple. So let me just adjust this zone. I think I'm quite fine with it actually. I'll tweak it on the 30. Definitely gonna tweak it on the 30, but I want to pop it in for that current daily lows area as well. Because for me, I'm gonna pull a bit of an aggressive type 3 this morning. I can already see it. I can literally already see the position. So I'm gonna pull that there. So right now I'm just refining those 4 hour zones, guys. Like that. And then this down there. Then I'm gonna come back to the 4 hour and mark in that area where if that 4 hour flips, I'll be interested in shorting. Where's the area? 25.13. So the thing is with this is even though that 4 hour could flip and possibly drop, there's no 30-minute support that I can use as a guide. So that's the only thing I'm gonna have to mention with there. But we're definitely taking that into consideration that if that 4 hour can flip, it should then continue popping down. Okay. Coming back to that 4 hour, it's very clear to me that I need more data. Okay. So on that 4 hour, what I'm gonna anticipate is, guys, that if we can now flip this 4 hour bearish candle, okay, it's going to be holding these resistances on the left hand side. This would have then also been the pop in to grab liquidity, and then also with that being said, it's also then the range that we've been trading. Okay, so the flip of the 4 hour, I'm going to look for shorts. Now on the buy side of things, it's not enough for me that it can just break the current daily high. I actually need to go and break these highs. So that is what I'm looking at the moment. And the thing also with this current 4 hour flip, because I don't have a support level, it's going to be tough for me to just get involved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for previous price data and mark this in as an area over here, because it's going to do one of two things off of this area. Okay, because I am bullish on the pair, don't ever forget that we're bullish. Because I'm bullish on the pair, it could be coming back down to grab liquidity to continue pushing back up on that 4, as well as that 30 minute. If you look at the 30 minute, it could be doing something like this as well now, pulling back to grab liquidity to continue to drive. Okay, so that is something I'm going to look at. Now if I look to the left hand side, I need to pinpoint where was the nearest area that it held before it drove up. It's going to be that level there. Now where's that area that it broke? It's there. So with this being said, if I look for shorts, that immediate area that I can target is going to be 25.09. Why? Because if we're going to be trading beneath that area, tapping back in, I'll anticipate that we can grab liquidity before we can continue back up, or it will literally just be the continuation down. Okay, so that is what I really like about the setup, is I can literally use it not only as a trade that can guide us to a pullback, but it can also be a trade that can guide us to the actual flip. Okay, so that is what I really like, to understand that that 4 hour, if it flips, it can literally continue further down. So I'm going to look for shorts on the flip of the 4 hour in anticipation that we're going to tap back into the body at 25.09. Okay, what I want to see for that is a 30-minute close beneath this candle. This will be the idea that we are grabbing liquidity. Can you see that? Grab liquidity, 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 liquidity again. So the engulfing of this current, what's it, 8:30 candle, to engulf the 8 o'clock candle, or then look for something like that. Okay, so all I want to see right now is going to be a 15 or 30 closure beneath this level here, 25.12. Once you can get that closure, I'm going to look for a rollover like this, targeting 25.09 as well as 25.06, and that will be my early morning short. Okay, so I've got about 4 minutes now to look for this trade. If it sets up, it sets up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I can't just take it because the 4 hours flipping. I need that lower time frame confirmations. Once I can get that lower time frame confirmations, I can get involved in the position. So that is my idea on the sells. If that doesn't play out and price does continue to drive, and this is just a shallow retest, we can also then use the idea that what price then did is come to grab liquidity by breaking the lows, re-breaking its own highs. That's going to be a dead giveaway for me, because that will be a deeper retracement on the daily to grab volume, to re-break its own high. I'll then anticipate price to continue driving up. Okay, on that 4 hour, it's going to be simply just price doing this. If we look to the left hand side, we've got that zone right here. This is why this is my target. There's the zone right there. This is price tapping into grab liquidity. It closed back above. We'll anticipate that as price then breaks 25.20, I would say, I can then look for that continuation longs. Anything a bit earlier than that might just be a bit tricky, boys. So I'm rather going to just wait for buys above 25.20. So I'm not going to lie, even though we are overall bullish, I do prefer the sells today. It just makes a lot more sense for price to retrace, get more liquidity, and then continue driving up if that is the case. But this is what I want to be looking for today, guys, is these aggressive shorts right now, 15 or 30 close beneath the level. If I can get that, that's going to be a nice early morning trade for me. And then my aggressive buys is going to be there. The reason why, personally, for me, it's going to be aggressive is because I'm trading right into all that choppiness. That is the thing. And I'm starting to approach that highs. Okay? So for me, personally, I prefer the sells today. I'm not going to mark this as a no trade range just yet, just in case we get more data and I can actually read something slightly different. Not different, but more adaptive that I can get involved. But as of now, closures beneath 25.13, 25.12, around that area, I can look for shorts. Once again, the chart is very straightforward. We can read it. So drop a W in the chat if you understand. Drop a W in the chat if you are ready for today's session. If you have any questions, do let me know. And MFX members in the Zoom, are we good? Let me know. Any questions, let me know. We got about 40 seconds to see if we get something on the line. I want this. If we get a closure beneath the level like that, it's going to be a strong bearish engulfing. Okay. Like that. Next candle. Tap back in. Use the same resistance over here. Okay. Same resistance over here. Same resistance over here. And I'm going to anticipate the price will then drive down for something like this. To come and tap into these levels over here. And the trade itself will then look something like that. Okay. Wherever the candle is will be the stop loss for anticipation that will tap down into liquidity there and liquidity lows over there. Okay. So we just gotta sit tight, wait, and see if we get that sort of idea, sort of play. If I get that play, I can grab it. As you can see right now, the 15 did not close beneath, however it was 15 engulfing. So if I really want to be aggressive, if it takes the breaks, if it hits the break of these lows, I will probably pull the trigger on that aggressive shorts this morning. However, if we stutter at this level, I will then obviously lay back and wait for that 9 o'clock open. One thing I'm gonna use as a condition on the trade is it needs to get beneath 25.12.59. Reason being, that is going to be the body of the previous resistance. So if I do get that set up, ladies and gentlemen, where price trades beneath there, I will then pop my stop above the highs, targeting obviously 10, and then 21, 35, 32, and 55, something like that. This is the idea for this morning. If I can get that, awesome. If not, we just wait. Go. So let's see what's in store today. So this session is gonna run probably till about 9:15. Then I'm going private to the MFX members. YouTube, as you can see, I'm focusing a lot on my team. The members that obviously are in the mentorship program at the moment, we are pushing them so they can obviously level up as much as they can. So if you want to be part of that, it's simple as just joining. I gave you guys the opportunity yesterday at that super discounted price. I won't be doing that again. So if you want to be part of the team and just trade alongside of us and level up yourself, you see the results literally live on YouTube every day. just click that join because I want to go private. Probably like 9:15, I'll go private with the boys. Yeah, put a W in the chat if you got yesterday's beautiful 33 pip move. Let's see YouTube. Do you guys catch that? Or if you learned yesterday. If you missed out, definitely go watch yesterday's stream. It was a banger. Got it? Nice, Zeke. Well done, well done. Gold looks very nice if you can flip. Oh, it's gonna be great. Got the W. Very, very nice, Mr. Sativa. Caught the same move but wasn't on session just because I'm an FX student. I caught it. Well done. Applying the principles. I love it, Jordan. Well done, my good sir. Very nice, very nice. Where we at on those likes on the stream. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, hit that like button. So I'll mention again, I'm currently waiting for the rebreak of the 15 in anticipation that will be aggressive type 3s as we got that 15 engulfing or for the 4-hour liquidity. I'll then anticipate price continue going further down if we can do so. And if that doesn't happen by 9, obviously I'll just wait for the 9 o'clock close, which will be the hourly close as well, which will be the opening of London. It's actually something I wanted to do. News forefront today. Nothing really. Nothing really. Nothing really that is something I'm looking at. What will be nice right now is if this 5-minute can form like a resistance and just like sit here for a little bit, because then it will solidify the stop loss. Then the stop loss won't just be based off of a wick. It'll actually be based off of that lower time frame structure, which is nice. Which means that obviously this 5 starts dropping now, we're gonna get that, which is quite cool. I see yesterday we had a full house, eh? Like 70 odd viewers. I'm not gonna lie guys, I like this aggressive type 3 setup. I really like it. He's down in the room today. Hey bro, what was that one that played out before the current retest? Let me see. Yeah, it was actually. Well spotted, it was. Yes sir, it was type 1. I think Simeon got that move actually. I think Simeon got that move. Guys, I think while we wait, let's break down GJ. Let's see what GJ has been up to. It's pretty much in that same area. I like the weekly though. Not gonna lie, I really like the weekly. Look at the weekly on GJ. Let's have a breakdown on this quickly. Overall, bears still on the pair. Obviously, you are tapping into these weekly lows now, 187,500 as well as 190, right? Now price is starting to reject that area after forming a resistance. Let's see what the daily is doing. The daily is currently sitting at a consolidation area. However, what I'm really liking right now is the setup on the, what do you call this? The daily, rejecting that level of 190, which to me is a very important level. Yes, sir. Because we've tested it multiple times. If I look to the left hand side, where has price gone to after it's rejected those areas? These highs, right? Which shows me once again that you are actually in a range. So if there's anything that I want to do on GJ today, I can already see that I would want to reverse this. I would only look for shorts beneath yesterday's low in opposed to today's low, because you got that quarter pip approaching. However, because you're rejecting the area quite strongly, I would actually look for buys. So what I'm going to do right now is mark out the current daily high, and I'm going to anticipate that the rebreak of that high, we could look to push further. 4 hour liquidity. Is there a bottom wick on that 4 hour? Yes, there is. So 4 hour liquidity is as follows. Got my 4 hour supply over there, 4 hour demand right here. I could obviously add in another zone, but I'm rather just going to save that for the 30 minute has a zone here, current daily high. The rebreak of that high, we can trade longs into an LTA, and the flip of this 30 minute zone, we can do type 3. No, it will be type 4 shorts, in opposed to type 3 longs. So I'd say like a brain fog for a second. 5 minutes coming in on that gold. I'm just zipping through this analysis on GJ because it is very straightforward, I'm not gonna lie. There's my 30 minute zones right there, tweaking that 4 hour area right there, and this is gonna be the play right here. Sells over here, no trade zone right there, buys over there. Simple. My buys will be aggressive because they're going to be type 3s if I can get that confirmation above the current daily high, and then my sells will be also aggressive because I'm trading against the microstructure, which is bullish at the moment, in opposed to having it bearish. Yeah, that's gonna be as simple as that. I'm not gonna lie, I like the buys. I really like the type 3 buys. They look good. Excuse me. So over here we've got aggressive buys, obviously. Here we have aggressive shorts and a simple closure above the level. I will long into the LTA on the left hand side, coming off of this daily area as I've mentioned. 4 hour also making I wouldn't say higher highs and high lows within the candles, but more so the microstructure is pressing to the upside, which is quite nice to see. So that's going to be a big confluence for me as well. If I can start breaking the 4 hour highs as well as the current daily highs, close above the 30/15, I can look to longer to that resistance area. And then on the contrary, if I'm looking to sell from this 4 hour idea, the flip of this 4 hour to turn bearish will also initiate sells, and this will then be seen as a retracement to grab liquidity. On that 30 minute, we broke previous 30 lows, grabbing liquidity. If we can close above, this is going to be a beautiful trade. I'm telling you that now. LTA on the left hand side. That's what I want. That's what I want. So as we wait for Goldilocks, I'm just going to put a price alert over here because I'm more adamant about the shorts on gold, I'm not gonna lie, than the buys. And then on GJ, I'm more adamant about the buys. So literally the opposite of what the buys is saying today is what I want to do, but we have solid reasoning for that. Obviously, if it paints the picture where it's gonna continue in its favored bias direction, then it's fine. Like, it's no big deal. It's just that what we're seeing off of the market structure right now is actually reversal. So that's what I'm seeing more than anything. But obviously I can't trade what I think, I have to trade what I see. So it's gonna be patient in me waiting for that. Okay. Any questions on GJ? I feel like everything's just very straightforward. And then update on the whole electricity situation in the Summer Strain area. Apparently it might be fixed by Friday. That would be great to have hot water. That would be great. We've got London open. 2 minutes, a minute and a bit. Five to start engulfing and start trading below. Looks nice. What I am seeing obviously is like a break in a retest, not gonna lie, I see that. But that isn't necessarily a trade that I'll take until I can get some sort of micro support and resistance to form. It's not a type 2 because the way this candle pulled back to the area isn't type 2 setup. Ice bars, do they work? Do they make you a better trader? I don't know. I don't think so. They were into, I'm not gonna lie though, in 2022 for the whole year straight I only did cold showers. It didn't do any difference to my life though. It just made it didn't do any difference. I don't know. Maybe it worked for some people, maybe not. For me it didn't work. It made me do cardio because obviously you have to run around the shower to keep warm. But yeah, it didn't benefit me really. Type 2 needs to have sluggish momentum back to support, correct? Yes sir. So the type 2, you wanted to see it pull back slowly, in opposed to something like that where it's just like a drastic pullback to the area. You wanted to pull back as slow as possible, something like this. So instead of just one huge candle, you want your liquidity area and a couple candles to slowly come down, and then you get your engulfing, and then boom. So this would have been a type 2 setup. Preferably the body and the wick, but the body's fine. Like if it just engulfs the body, it's okay. But preferably, obviously, the entire confines of the candle. But I mean, if it's just the body, it's okay. If the setup is solid enough, it's okay, for sure. Okay, that's London open there, boys. GJ consolidating. Indecision at this resistance point. Minor bottom wick on the candle. You see on gold, guys, like I'm not keen on taking the buys at the flip of the current daily highs. I don't like the area. It's literally super choppy. There's literally resistance points everywhere within that. So I'll rather wait for 25-20 to get involved in any sort of buys on gold today. That's me. Is that break of the highs on GJ? Okay, see with GJ, boys, I have to now wait for a closure. I can't just take it off of the rip. NFP next week, Are you trading it? Yes, I will be. CPI, PPI, NFP, I'm trading next month. Well, from next week onwards, with my MFX members, we trade every news, well, every NFP event, every CPI event. This month we did PPI actually, and went very nice, went very well. Yeah, Sim, are you done for the day? So for me to get a trade on GJ right now, boys, I need price to close above, and then we can continue. Did you make money on PPI? Yes, I did. I love your spelling on PPI. But while we're waiting, boys, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you don't know and you may be here for the first time, we trade live on YouTube every day, Monday to Thursday, and live with MFX members Monday to Friday, every day. For London only. So on GJ, I have to wait for closure. No closure, no trade. If it rips right now, it just rips right now. There's nothing I can obviously do about it. I just have to be patient. So now I have the price lit on gold, right? Yeah, I do. I had another one here. It's actually going to be a type 3 on GJ because GJ's overall sentiment is bearish. So even though it's going to be like a type 4 style setup, the crux of it all is actually type 3 because you're going against the market, you're going against the structure. And we've actually been taking a lot of type 3s lately. Just check. Literally the first week of, what do you call this? The first 2 weeks. Yeah, the first 2 weeks of August was literally just type 3 territory. And then again, boom, type 3s. Again, it's been a lot of type 3s this month. How was last month? I feel like last month, okay, there was a couple of type 3s, but mostly type 4s last month. June, what's the type? A bit of a mix. Oh yeah, we got like a type 3 streak. A lot of type 3s. May. So clearly you can see that we've been getting a lot of type 3s. What is this? April. April is mostly type 4s actually. No, April is mostly type 4s. Yeah, mostly type 4s. The beginning of the year. Yeah. So that would be good to be buying GJ's bearish. Yes, sir. Yes, Brandon. 100%. Yes, Mr. Brandon. Okay, GJ is obviously driving, but like I said, guys, gotta wait. Bias. Okay, I'm gonna do that when we go private. That 4 hours also stemming off of that major drop there. Okay, got 15 in about what? 7 minutes. At the moment, if we're gonna get closure about like this, I'm gonna have to run candle flip in opposed to candle high breaks because the stop will be too big. So if I do get involved, I'm gonna need this candle to kind of close something like this, where it's open up now, given that bottom wick, and it's gonna close something like that with a top wick that's relatively large like that, so that when I get involved, it makes a bottom wick first, right? And then I look to take the trade as it flips in anticipation that it will fill the wick on the left hand side, and then pretty much create my bottom wick like that. Whoopsie, this is the wrong way, but this would be the idea. And then my stop will be beneath there. Targets, obviously we can look for like a wick fill target 10, 20, and then look to drive the whole range. That would be the idea there. In opposed to me having to take it at the highs, I would then have to have a 30 something odd stop loss, which isn't like bad if it's like 32, 35 max, but I'm not doing anything more than that. Especially on GJ. GJ is always like rule of thumb. With my studies on my pairs, GJ and gold, I'm always more lenient with gold because I know it is a larger range of a pair. It trades more larger range. However, GJ though, not all the time. So I'm a bit more strict when it comes to stop loss size on GJ in opposed to gold. Gold I'll be more lenient because I know how gold is. GJ though shouldn't require such a big stop loss. So I try not to have like a stop loss in G that's like bigger than 30 pips, to be honest with you. I'll do like 35 max. So where GJ is tapping into now is obviously major liquidity on the left. Let's see what it does with this zone, guys. $15 close, 4 minutes. Definitely now, if we can get that close, something like this, boys, the retest, the flip, I'll definitely grab. We're gonna need the next candle to also retest because on no time frames the price actually come back and tap into the liquidity zone that it just broke. So eventually it should do it. So I don't want to get involved in any position until it does that. Gold rejecting resistance, very nice. Gold has to break these lows though. I can't get in shorts unless it does it. I like this because it's going to be engulfing. That's what's quite nice. Oh, we're going to get a very nice trade today. I can see it. MFX members, if you're in YouTube, just come to Zoom because I'm gonna go private with you guys like in the next 2 minutes. Zoom, YouTube, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm gonna continue trading the session privately with my MFX members, as you possibly are gonna get some lacquer moves now on gold and GJ. But yeah, obviously if you want to be in the room, just join the mentorship. The link is in the description as well as chat. Shot for pulling up this morning. All the best with your trading this morning. I'm sure you guys will kill it. And yeah, guys on YouTube, pull up to Zoom. Pull up to Zoom. Let's continue session. Let's get some money. Go. Let's do it. YouTube, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, London. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Guys on YouTube, just make sure you come to Zoom. We're gonna continue session.
Living free inside my mind.